Hi everyone, it's me, Moonlight Guidance. This is a reading for all star signs. If you are here, I feel like it is a sign that there are messages for you. And I also wanted to mention as well that if you ever wanted to purchase any personal services, readings, items, anything at all, it's always listed down below for your convenience and on my website shopmoonlightguidance.com. Personal tarot readings, services for different areas of your life like love, money, success, healing, black magic removal, protection ritual, etc. There's so many things. And there's also the intention items which thousands of people have seen results with. So the review section is at the bottom of my website, and there is also the intention items on there as well for like bracelets, candles, things that you can put under your pillow or keep around you, sage bundles, teas, and honestly so many beautiful things. Okay, so let's begin and see what's coming through. Right, so I feel like there is some really important truth to know and to recognize. I really feel here as well that there is definitely this sense of struggle, okay, in your life. I know that sounds really vague, like, oh, you're struggling and things are not, but like really from what I can see here is that you have struggled a lot, which is due to absolutely no fault of your own, especially with the Three of Cups. I really feel here as well that you struggle to fit in, you struggle to find your path, your people, you struggle to be understood, oftentimes feeling very invalidated by people, not always being respected in your work environment, or having people that are just very dishonest towards you. And that is what I see with the Three of Cups. Okay, there's this real sense here of just feeling overwhelmed, sad, frustrated, and I do see a lot more balance coming into your life, which is obviously really positive. I also feel here as well that you do have a tendency of holding on to certain people that are not actually for your highest good, and you hold on to them because you are afraid that something better wouldn't come, which is not true, because you know something better will come, but you have to also be confident in owning that and confident in yourself and your own personal energy without feeling like, oh, if I let that go, then I'm going to be by myself. Why are you so afraid of being in your own energy? I have to ask you, is it the fear of missing out? Because that could be the reason. Is it the fear of, you know, you're getting older and you don't want to be the one that's sort of without things? Is it because you feel like you don't deserve more? These are really important things to ask yourself, and it's going to vary from person to person, but you do have this fear that if you don't accept what is already in your life, you are going to be at a dead end. And the thing here is that what I definitely see here is that you tend to hold on to people who do emotionally consume you, and it's a cycle, okay? So until you don't fully sort of ask yourself those questions, and you are, you know, like really going deeper within yourself, you will constantly repeat the cycle. So how do you then let this go? Well, one of the most significant things here to understand is that you have a better vibrational energy than most people in your life. You're very spiritually in tune with yourself. You are also very high vibrational. You are mature, and you've also had a lot of past life incarnations. All of this in combination, which you can't always see on the surface for every person, right? You can't see like, oh, this person's had more life incarnations, this person has less. You know, you get to know people once you know them, but then sometimes once you've known a person, you feel attached to them, and you feel attached because you feel like, well, now I've known them for so long and I've got history with this person, like how can I let them go? And that's the thing, is that you really have to separate sort of like the emotion aspect with the respect aspect. And what I mean by that is, are they emotionally treating me correctly, and are they respecting me? And if the answer to both of those aspects is no, then you gotta let it go, okay? And the reason I say that is because otherwise they emotionally treat you badly, and also they disrespect you. That's not good, okay? To be honest, both of them, both aspects, even if it's like one, you know, even if they don't treat you right emotionally, or they don't respect you, even if it's just one of those things, again, it's best to let it go. So that's really important here, especially with the Ace of Swords and the Ace of Cups. When you are around people that are not good for you, you can attract a lot of things that you don't want in your life. You will start to feel stressed, you will start to feel sad, your chakras will start to become dim. You will also find yourself having a lot of anxiety, which creates issues in your stomach. You will start to feel like you can't sleep, which is the crown chakra energy, going completely haywire. You will find yourself overthinking. You know, your mind, your body, your health will suffer. Not only that, your soul starts to get overwhelmed. Your third eye starts to not be able to see properly. Okay, all of these things. So one thing I will say here is that healing helps. Letting go helps. Making peace with what has happened helps. Okay, bringing that power to yourself really, really helps. Not having the fear of missing out on things really helps. Not comparing yourself to other people really helps you to let go. Otherwise you're holding on, okay, and this does more damage because you're like literally holding on like this. But letting go allows there to be freedom, so the universe can actually put things for your highest good in your hand. Otherwise you're always going to be walking around like this and wondering like, why is this not working? Why is the right people not in my direction? It's because you're holding on. You're not allowing the universe to put anything in your hand. Okay, it's like if you don't put your bins out, how are they ever going to collect? How are they ever going to collect it, right? They're not going to come into your thing and go, you know, you got to also do that inner work as well. Really, really important. Sorry, it was a really random analogy, but you know, it kind of makes sense. So what I will say here, okay, is that it's difficult, it's not easy. Like, even as I'm saying this, I can understand that some of it might, you know, take like twice watching this video to sort of understand it, because it is a lot of information and it is difficult and it's not easy, and I'm not saying that it's easy. Okay, it's not like A, B and C. It will take time. Sometimes you might go from A to C and you might miss out B, and then you go from B to C, and you know, it's one of those things. What I will say here is that putting yourself first, making yourself the star of your show, putting yourself front and center is by far the most important thing. Okay, if you are holding on to people that are for, you know, that you feel like you just sort of, you owe something to, it's really important to understand what that is. I mean, I'm not talking in situations where you have to like, you know, co-parent, or it's a family member that you have to be around. I'm talking about situations where these people come into your life, but they're not like tied to you. Okay, they're not like tied to you to the point where you have no option to leave. This is very different, okay? Because yeah, in situations where you've got, you know, people like that maybe in your family, or if you have to co-parent and things like that, you can still distance yourself away emotionally, you can still distance yourself away, even physically, you know, there is the sort of ability to do so, I feel. But in situations like this, it's really important to understand your self-worth and your self-confidence and you. And the 7 to the 8 of Wands shows that you will absolutely get to that particular place. Remember, the law of attraction works with detachment, not attachment. Law of attraction means knowing what you want but being okay without it. Again, law of attraction does not work with the fear of missing out, okay? If you have this fear of missing out, you're only blocking your own abundance, which is, again, a very blunt truth and something very significantly difficult to mention. And when you are really comfortable at being by yourself and you don't need these people around you, and you don't have to hold on to people who are not good for you, yes, you will be alone you know, for some time. But you will learn so much, you will grow so much, you will be strong within yourself, you will be a stronger version of yourself. Okay, and that raises your high vibrational energy, makes your chakras really beautifully aligned in time, because at first you will be frustrated and upset and you'll be like, oh, I don't like this. Body always adjusts, okay? Your health will be better, and boom, opportunities for your highest good will start to come your way, okay? More happiness, fulfillment, joy, all of this will start to come your way, but you have to be comfortable with the uncomfortable energy, okay? And what I mean by that is not, oh, you have to hold on to these bad people that are bad for you to be uncomfortable. No. Healing is uncomfortable, but it takes you in the right direction towards your highest good. And also, life happens outside of your comfort zone, which again does not mean that you accept bad people, okay, and become uncomfortable. It's about doing the right thing, which isn't always the easiest thing, okay? The right thing is not always the easiest thing, but this is how you can do it, okay? By putting yourself first and not having this fear of missing out, or fearing that you won't get better or that you can't have better things, because you will. It's just your fear. Your fear is literally playing, and you have to heal that fear, okay? So this is your reading if this resonates with me. By the way, if anyone wanted any healing work like chakra cleansing or shadow work healing, it's all on my website and linked down below and on the services tab on my website. What else can I mention? Services, intention items, readings, everything linked down below. TikTok and Instagram, I post short readings on there every day, all linked down below, and I will see you all very soon. Take care, everyone.